For a judge to say that he's remanding Abronye, such a judge can never have my respect. I will continue to disrespect him. It's a shame.
The law must deal with you.
You should know your time will come. President Mahama's tenure will soon come to an end. 2028 with Dr. Bawumia's tenure.
What threatening NDC abain?
There's a difference between romance scam and money laundering, or you're a certain member of parliament.
Abusia mamu akwaba ebiem emma jumade so after set minority leader Afenyo Markin ebe press conference na otutu bi edema jeja oremande kwame bafo abonye no asembia siechire quick one yebe borum na afeno ye dinkomo na information a efri ho eba enoda nchen president his excellency John Dramani Mahama mampani aguso ye adwuma serebe ya oman Ghana yebefa yentoma pa edi efra eno nam so ama enkomo bebre efrachi eba baransa na no abusua quick one yemonwram na yeni nkomo kwame bofo abronye case no eno nam so ama minority leader Afenyo Markin oye loyal nanso nkomo a wadi no ense ano din do quick one That
circuit court 9 judge, I have no respect for him. For a judge to say that he's remanding Abronye into BNI custody until the case is finally determined. Such a judge can never have my respect. I pray that he summons me for contempt. I will continue to disrespect him until he upholds the law. He's gone beyond his judicial function. And it is not his first. It's as if he has been selected purposely to achieve this. He doesn't talk law. I don't know whether he ever passed his law exam. It's a shame. It's a shame on the judiciary. And my Lord Bafuboni must pay attention to this. For whatever it is, it's about his legacy. I'm told by December, he will be 70 and he will be gone. Is that the legacy he wants to leave after Tokonu was booted out of office? And all manner of accusation leveled against Tokonu. Is that the judiciary? The judiciary, they said they were going to reset. Is that the reset? Where a judge will say he is remanding an accused. Because if he allows him to go home, if he grants him bail, he is likely to talk again. So he should remain in custody. In fact, at first, his pronouncement was that Abronyo should go to Insawom until the case is finally determined. He's already prejudiced the outcome of the case. And this man says he's a judge. I should respect him. No way. And some fool say,
Okay, Abusia, Mamu Akwaba, Mejoso, and in some bebre and a coso oh my Ghana, Maransana no, a minority leader Dinkomo, Ninkomo no Shido. Because me kwana say manuel dudu
me hwaye no die me dika bisa mo wan senti afutu abato mpesu ya so no de onim nyansa o moto aba man so onko represent o muni
ya so na okay
oh ade asa bi bisa asem se afutu nyina no abato mpesu ya so ti de onim nyansa pa wo mo eto aba wo mo gindi se wo de onim nyansa obetia o me nua no mfante fo ba asema dem nyimpa jinjan
na ready no e
hwe mame ntia ya hwefo nyina kwaku etoda aya momma ye kasa no brodi be kasa ye size decorum kakra na ho mahwam kakra na mrenyam ntia Afenyo Markin se pa nto obi bisa nse nto no pa nto ye mna che bedwani a se na obesi afa no
osanso ye lawyer
obi bisa Afenyo Markin se pa se nto no pa nto ye papa obi bisa Afenyo Markin se pa se nto no pa law school no ko bia se na obesi afa no hwe sankiye ka obia enke ni kwa sanka wo ka judge for asem wo Ghana hanoma we Afenyo Markin go ni moral right baokrasi moral right baokrasi Afenyo Markin was the only politician ya of finally case anopa no the come chief justice tukono na ria no yi judge samu o matra so na dana wo mo wi asem no ibinsi da many Friday, you be Dawagana politics.
Say.
So finally case dana weekend. Ne chief justice said dana wa yet mo for atnaso. Ne dana wa buasem no. Go and check the records. Afenyo Markin.
The records is there.
And you mean the so such person and no moral rights. Ever criticize the judge awo ye na dwuma. Na sa Afenyo Markin sinti ko ni nyansa ntinka de o kan ko hu ze wajimi. So a whole party chairman. Bravo. Almost to me na Bravo MPP party nya do ni nyansa ne abronye. Atimi betina national television so. Now threatening judge. Edi judge atem. Nanka some minority leader yenim se wudi ewunim nyansa. Because una dom kuma no da no. Tinka wo ne nka wo be kasa. Enka wo be kanyansa sembi. Sane be ya judge ne kura botoya mu beba. Sama kane ha. Na me say repeat. Se obia nkwa afiase wa MPP pay so. Na bronya ni Wontumi nso ankwa afiase a. Ene na NDC amanyoko ne wo mo atoni general no mo adapafo papa.
Sir, the minority leader mukra eye. I say almost the petrol gujemu.
I'm telling you almost abronye case no. Na onim mo bia ton sam fra Afenyo Markin. Ma judge bia am friend so me bia no. Eye concert no ye. De ya sa kwa chi Afenyo Markin. Na sabi ye ne ayadwene nya adwuma na ye de ehia t-shirt ne mo one cap ene ntoma no bo se ne atu de akire obi beti afa ka afiri kumase ya woni Afenyo Markin ba bia ada but ya che ne party minority leader ebe kwa akra akogya kwa yedidi mo obi invite no momo anfa ne sasanko na onkeka ne nsem no nto ne panko saa but the statement I will make no eno na ma floating voters no ho ye o makono so mbeto aba ma na o nto aba ma Afenyo Markin statement obi o floating voter bia un se nyansa nim enso okopus no okoto aba obehu ba bia obeto aba de akọ why should you threaten a judge anenti na wo sa apie na judge ne ye no ye nyina tie se enye kwampapa so anke beta anke aka o anke aka because wo madwuma na wo ye wo de mra na eye alaji gruza besie wo nim bo a ye nso nim hwe eti mra na wo de ye no mra na 1992 constitution no ya troda ho ye nyina ye hwe I was expecting Afenyo Markin as a lawyer. As a lawyer. Senko mejina hoi na nkwa kotu article so article so verse say Wontumi mfa Afenyo abronye ento eye criminal investigations one must say 2 weeks and remind no. But once wakasa sa te say de me aminko law school me kasa. Ye kura mpona ye nko law school na to dampo etimi nya article bi kotu e de beto our points am your points na ya akono but the whole lawyer a whole minority leader and me any one court to back kra and me am fa anya argument about one nsama what can I can trust a judge in animals
and also we say ade no air propaganda no
anya adwuma set propaganda in America no so when you set propaganda the sending Ghanaians are to aba ni any politics mu na ye ni nentes politics mu no they will never vote for you
almost say etu omuntra wona NDC aban entity woman
the question is tiansu yankoso nyimi ana yankoso amumra no so ana that's the question I was so bizarre ho because I don't think say other political parties no wo mo Ghana ha no obi te say aye friend say ye UP ane awo mo makeke ka no obi ani nsemu no obi akwache no but mumu na maye madwen sa mo de mudi nsemu no ana be ya adwuma and so when you want to say obeka nsemu no anytime bia you go against the law there then the law must deal with you and to any descending Ghanaian bi o Ghana bia abronye case here kosi wa atena se wa ya assessment wonu a won ha wa esitie aya no kura abronye deserve say was ya chinitum anase ni kwase ya chinitum go and check abronye track records. This is not the first time I hold the judge atem. This is not the first time I hold the panini bi atem Ghana and now making false accusations.
Almost na NDC for nso bi. Almost time no more opposition no.
See, the biameka. And this for ye bi. Now you have every right said you din se munu no be me yakwache na mra ne di. So when to me anya. No dey say me say won so bad in kwasasam na mra ni nya o. Eti won wantimi na wan this for so mu ye bi. Wantimi ama mra ne won mu ani a. And this for them so munim nyansa. The law is the law. Said the mama no. So they will let the law work. The law take its course. And the law no juma na wo ye. Enti me expect Afenyo Markin I dare him. Sasa ni ego so nya o me quote two articles ni bi. Wo mo no mo read the constitution. Yen read. Me say repeat biem. Ma judge bia na say obi an hodo Afenyo Markin say ye kwache no. Mo nye. Wo pedede kwa. Wo penyi keke na dia ye. Wonim say me no kasa Afenyo Markins. Sa aka Samira ba omi anko a. Anka wonye minority leader o. Say. Afenyo Markins. I am telling you, the day I almost say yeah, Prime Minister, what would say on coming from Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia and who ye. And a circle to a banner, ya no quantity the only constituency, the whole Ghana. Not even Canada, Japan constituency. I will not the highest vote no, Ewohono, and an obey. Samira Dibe to me say. Now, Unim says Samira no the backbone of Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Samira the backbone of Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. And the Obeka piano, Ejina, I'm telling you, so ni moi. We aya any yade. And here for yade and walk of films as an obian so we had it. And yadi obian and ones when you ya. And a cow kuma and cut Bawumia company como you are not from your mark and several. So I don't know if he is trying to do something now. Ebe mo mo sa Afenyo Markin say yet mabadamfa.
Yensha de bi a whole lawyer a whole NP obi be kasa abronya kwa de nkana adwenye na abronya akokika nsem we abronya akodi ni bone na a whole Afenyo Markin minority leader udi MPP fo nyina nim na so be kika say ya obi se that means MPP nya ready for power 2028
nya ready anka o madi ka ko iba o mia so na me flagbera MPP nya ready anka chema Wontumi na ne wo be chairman readiness ni way Chane womo kasa ane wonu koka akwana ni tiri nso obi twono wonu si wo mo ba wo mbegu afe koko these are the communicators I sister ya wo mo friend 80 she don when you communicators o political mavis when you communicators o and they are the people are saying me ye mo ma dom say de mo bo mo pan na mo timi aba 2029 na be for me the government no what shows that they are serious so wo ko party 2028 election now party chairman ne Bernard Ntwibosi akon wo minority leader ne Afenyo Markins now Afenyo Markins sometimes I don't blame him I blame NDC government I blame John Dramani Mahama government because someone you ma don say wo be ma mra na ye adwuma no bia wadi nsemu no bia no emra no be take it cause anka papa wenke bi kura nkasa me nke bia on na ma o ke nsemu ni cause ye nim jirigogo akoso wo electricity company of Ghana
se de wo so kasa jirigogo akoso no e bia ono no nsanim
ne nsanim enti wa na me na menza wo na ya me ma me na ye panyini da no ana ya mese ana wa tie me na ne mechew me bi so ya no because it's as if say the most necessary things na hu ya na was a court no ye di hu nkomo no ye nya abronya die ya machi ni eye emremo wo samoche no but causing financial loss to the state in way abronya die no causing financial loss to the state in way unless and Afenyo Markin cause financial loss to the state a huge amount electricity materials asa ye die gumura ma apro die nkrofo awia as such money ni ensaka and can you won some akwa atwe man kan ye ntimi nyina na so ye betumi dia ya bibi no such person working freely. But my go office or I'm for pen back or Jubilee House. So I don't blame Afenyo Markins. I blame John Dramani Mahama and this government need that so-called Attorney General not one.
Yen senti we mra. Afenyo Markin na said dinkomo bi yenti mra. Yakoba nsem wachi.
So the NDC party functionaries who are encouraging this, you should know that your 4 years is now left with some 2.5 years. Your time will come. Those judges should know that President Mahama's tenure will soon come to an end. They should know this. That God willing, 2028 will be Dr. Bawumia's term.
Okay, Afenyo Markin answer where the me can say what threatening NDC aban.
And winim odi threaten. And I no kasa Afenyo Markin so nim judge say wo kroma nyina che ni pieto ni box section no. Enti won wa kodu ode kasa. Because ne person no omo manuvai enya wɔn way through judges no ama judges no ma wɔn mo kwan because there's no way no other country developed country court and ya to abawie na yenya figures na wo selected commission wo ho one was so declare na omra no omachira Supreme Court no besi kwan da no way no developing country no developed country but see Ghana adenti ne kosi ye ya tena sie hunu se je ya do kwemensa na ngasa obo be 3 figures ya man kwan no be jira kan mu anim guase be ba no ye as MPP political party ye ne be kan ye so ye maneuver ye way through and no maneuver one way through and no see kwan card ye be ka bia Ghana for ye de obebia ye se ma do kwemensa me jira kan mu and Afenyo Markin was there so one mo to say wo mu play abra no mo wa ba mu judges a wo mu nya won way through enu wo mu disika ma wo mo be political judges said they work kan oni mo mu nyina
na e say 2028 ba umi eba
meba oni mo mu nyina eti ne wonim say the same thing na NDC ba ye no so wo the so called judges na wo mo gi adam tie wo ho no wo so mo kwa ma NDC awura mu enti Supreme Court judges no and the so called judges we Ghana ha nyina no wo mo anka so wo mutiri so no wo mapampa so ade wo mo ye nene ho nam no wo mu twa no John, your friend said, "All threaten NDC chita force and the so money agenda 2028 woman so be bano."
Chita phone kwa o say 2028 Jomama eko na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eneba. So wo mo beka konya no so NDC fo mehu. Okuje tabla kwa mu nyina kan ho. Any judges no.
NDC fo be wan NDC chita for. Etin medical judges for na front. Some judges for the wo mo anepe. Because I yo mo penso e no ma yenya unanimous FC. Case ni nyanko na Ghana for decided the obewini ampa be ko na pepepe na asi na pai enne wu ba ye what unanimous biem etimi ko na ye 32 41 53 anu ne ye kasa judge satna se because mu nyina ma ko school ba ko de ye ya but book na musia wo bia ne nti ase fa sa sembaba ne nyina ye ko bankrom de to so sade na ye nwura eti ene wo mu nim ne omo ye but unim ade ya esre
28 Bawumia bana
ye wo mo hu a 28 omu yi wo flag bearer na eyi abemu a nya last year ene omu yi wo flag bearer kwa omu yi flag bearer yem set base 6 months mai won se flag bearer timenya ukoduru akasa fa economy wonu Afenyo Markin no timenya ukoduru pa akasa de afa economy ho atimi abu economy na nim tiada the last time brother also won ka say economy ne nye na onka se Bank of Ghana for aboka na emu wo se kwan yo mfa so me no wo ka Afenyo Markin na nanum tom enti ade ne ye ko twa ho ma bisisa mo se mo abisa ade na descending Ghanaian wo hade ko twa ho no de akoto abade ama Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud
mo se koko na na akra de chama Wontumi se se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ba se Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ba koko fo aya yentua wo mo ka o metua de bi aka ho afen susu no next any teachers ya tete o makatua so o mo sa de bi be kan wo mo afen susu tie free SHS ai John Dramani Mahama abetwam no o mo bo mo sa de beba
say wo bo o ka sa asem we na de baba na twa free SHS mi ne enti
o de mi mo video ni nchewa na ene nya botre enko team na o de entim
o se na hwe mihu Ghana foforo na mihu Ghana aban foforo na Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ba na hwe na mrantie ne maba wa nyina na o manya adwuma ye na dum so aye ka ho asem no ne ni ho bieu na koko aya tete so yi na ye de obi a koko ne asade sika no mo ho asade ama wo mo na nurse fo ene doctor fo a ya tete wo mu pay so allowance ya tete so no na ya asade ama wo mu bieu na school fo a o mani da so asa na free education etwa mu no na esaba
okay abusua ansa me ka cheo listen la ya de hu adwuma tama Wontumi aka se free SHS wo mu twa mu no mo sa de beba wo se me boa
ene ya tete a doctor fo so ne nurse fo salary so na de won dia na Ghana doctor fo nurse fare ene o mo nya demonstration ma enti o ma tete a dia so
na free 2028 dia MPP say baba gio because wo bi o ma twa free SHS im no ma tete doctor ne nurse fo ka tua so
woni me hu dure adwiri mi Chese ono ne nsam na o kan nyam ye o se wo mo gira na chi no nti sabi o se mo chairman na ne nyansa wo fom no nti kan chairman free se chese ndi o mu ntwem nti dabi o mo me nya sa o enti wo hene yi o hene nyina no nim se ne chairman na mo hene yi o hene sa o hene kan kwase asempe na ne chairman ne be kasa no atene no enti wo hene bia fa chairman nyansani ana no ate no wakasa ade ama no ko so ko fo bia na no ntie no ye jimifo a wo hene mo asem na obeka no anwe ya wo kai kura wa anka no fo so but wo no agimi ye nti obeka ma na ye fo so enti at least mo bo chema Wontumi achi dom no munye competent enough na se dru ba bi na okọ we woda mo ntune mfa ne mesi ade we ya wa kan ye timi lose vote bebre ani e twa frese chesim kwaku afan ne twa frese chesim. What's the propaganda when Wamuya, including the so-called lawyers here and the economic wizard and Baumyan can be say NDC force review no as such as a cancellation. And no woman can even say review opposite a cancellation. So such person will go to a barman. So one no more party chairman. Kwaku Sir John said Katia ambition no I yet a chance when young qua to where never compete John said Katia as a party chairman. Bernard oh, I think about so unique about MPP in the Bible quotation. Obe quote sesia to ara admako befi. Wontumi and a papaya wajani ken overiata. Bible quote ombe quote sesia. Obia unso okasebia no quote Bible, okasebia no quote Bible biano. Jane no sani pan bonsam yete no. I'm telling you, they intentionally do that. No more they are cover or shame so. Na microphone say hey we dey nyamesro and wakoyi Deuteronomy and about me abaya eba na sa 2028 no why na so wonum da yi o say why na so MPP da 2028 so mbe win election na me che o say nye na ukofa ba ya me ka che o say o mo say kokofo a ye mfom sika mo o metua mo free say che say twam no gogo say si anakwa Ivory Coast wa ye che bia pharmacy ne be nya asem keto a ada ya tom koko 1005 the bag and the 15 million to Tosika and to you go and check Ivory Coast near the Omaya Sudiano. A real thing now one woman produce the highest. And to Sunday no and people baba made a Biamaka. It has some more time at John Bodu. And I will tell you, but I want to meet dear to be frank. So many no yarding. Me no yarding. Many campaign will be, but I'm telling you the fact and the bitter truth. So many case of Monto Abanama Chama to me. Now they also campaign the amount to me. To me, the minister right and some my daddy as a fatter. MPP, I name the road, Janoma Dubois, no man, why a party I go say. Oh, Casa Dubois, no, no, Necoba say, Omocradia, no, ye. Cannot cry, Genomoye. Oh man, you cry, nipping the and then Kevin Taylor say ye a Kufoti. And a massa, who go peer social media, no so among for the MC, and a sense, and Kevin Taylor, make for Muso, your wicked in Yano. Kofo says, Squassy work or 32. I want a mimico school. Kofo by a warrior pan up Cropon Junction to Chrome Darbine. We will turn a Cropon runabout from a Cropon runabout to Otino. A new half kilometers. But Kofanye. On one school ground. That's in school. No one room quakra warrior and Sumo Bridge was for Pejam Kakrano Yeno. Headian or Koy, any Pabas and Yanzai and Anumo, and no one Quampo no more. It may go for me who's a wicked person, and you can tell I never catch them yet. But yes, I can phone it to me, and my Santa Fono. It is very difficult to see a bad mate is a baby yet. But me, I'm not one of them. It can tell a dear war, ye no, and Yamama. Because maybe the minimico school OT. Na anya she president a wo ko school hon na wonu nia do for me na e che school ase na nka wo yi kwa de akọ wukuro a na nka sa fia we no wo ye dikosi ana ya den and man mu so papa no ye wicked eti kofo asem de fato nchen but we so gentle to the stand say woni nya problem a obi e be free say wo mom na wonye why say me former editor bi sa na otie
twaso me David no tie me twaso yenko ensem foforo so no tie no me say what try na to Facebook no it's not fair
fair papa
say na come be free akacho
say people when you are dealing with them people think say wo na wonye because on kasa or ye gentle
say ano editor no da so ne adwuma
oh mene nya adwuma bim na mene nya adwuma kra na ono so nim sam ne nya adwuma nya me ka kire no when dey sam go talk ka ma ka kire ni play I won nim de me mitimi ye atse ne ye no kra me meka nam kom baabi
ai Professor Smasapon se unim no me unim no
papa no ya post no
wo de ketua bi ni yam fanko wo se o we pio mo man Ghana mo si ame no kasai 18% say o man no say niam abo no ye NDC ba ye and 48% so say nye joma ma ne na ban wo ma be say o man no ai quick one ye ni hu nkoma ketua bi
kwaku wo mo beje smart sapon adi na ginidi me ono asabe na gya na kroko no de be kyerem se kala ni amenyini me ka yin so akowia obi die smart sapon post minim time o de hyase but obeji din wonu benefsin but wa che benefsin once na benefsin obi antenenka because o kan ne danchen o kan ne danchen mi tumire ni ma kyerɛ usie senti asa papa we asem ni kwasem de yasem I'm telling you me hu so de nyankopɔ kra na di animu asi fom na odi ni anim se ni senior general so mo ye so via amenyini da because 2024 21st November na ka 2 weeks near Kotoaba ne Soviet ode ba o se ba o me lady 49%. John Dramani Mahama 45.8 and one touch victory the Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Yan go parliamentary. O se parliamentary no. So parliamentary election na and the NPP ni Soviet no ye no. O mu kura 128 seats and NDC kura 92. Enti aka 56 a o mo be challenge enti eno nso no NPP na afa. Kwaku, this is not the first time my papa we hear Soviet. Ni Soviet bien wa we aba kura say bem. Soviet onye bi say ma aba kura mem. Kitikiti say kura mem. And the same person the credibility no wo form. Tie nie pa. Me say obi e ba post wo Ghana anuma oya na your political party ma yam so any that Musa Dankwa. E won say recently akotia ogwai but I'm telling you akotia de ntie ma ogwai no any smartness na baba jama woye because pus ba anu ya ayawa so east asebei the smartness baba jama oyeye because se pus ba bontin say no hu a I was so facing to na ewom no now working towards it enu na baba jama ye ni
enti ai joma ma ne na ban NDC for dear Professor Smasapon dia bai say the 48% say o man enkoye no so we say NDC for so for serious no me hu
enti na me kire obi o de push ba was often serious men ka so man obi a moto no
the cost of living and cost
men cost of living cost but enti some people penso tie pa cost of living and am no ka say rent enkoye e bank aniaka enkoye and rent card ye enye doma makra penso kra na be koye nim say rent de eye atia e wo Ghana na 100 pa e wo se hwe because rent be 50 cedis kra dan rafo o meto mo dan mu e wo sa ban yan kasa as a Ghana government e fi nani no hwe electricity e kosoro ye nyina ye nim and ye nim problem aba apart from electricity ye beka sa no de ye
bo aduane bo
nkosoro aduane bo be na ne bo de NPP penso and now brand no turn bag besa 3,000 no ade no and 1,000 banche wo musi no mo turn bottle besa 1,000 and 2.5 ni panto binsi na e ko 3,000 and 1,000 ni pan 4.5 I say any panto e di aduane bo no de yin na kosoro kwaku atosode bi te se eye lettuce nom kakumba nom any carrot nom ni ade no sabe carrot ye krado do na de free eye ye friend say Morocco and o mo de bo o memu ana mamponfo nso ene ada villages a wo mu ye bidiba enti ye carrot no ne bo ekosora ontumi mfa blame no solely emfa ma aban no wo mse to da aban ne lakadesika wo so sokuafo no mu na nkomutumi duadua ne ye pa but apart from no no kwaku bayre amo banche bodie aburo adua ane niema aka no why ne betimi aka akere me se ebra na MPP wo so 2024 price na no ne da so sesi ya wonti kromanum na kuafo so se ebo no kra ba fom so kra yento wonti hanum enti edei na ama cost of living ekoso cha MPP aban I'm not saying say bibia ye okay ma me say repeat biem bibia anya okay but obia odi post ba ya nka magina de Musa Dankwa papa we credibility de kwaku ya kura betimi aye survey pa ye de be correct de a chess smart sapon ni survey emfa kwam ni survey ye ritual ni mu survey ni survey ye political survey or said that could never be no baby no the abeto and will be any how will see an analysis ever. And the same person or the Sophie bar, any class of entertaining no. Not necessarily means that I buy no some more on town on your neduma. No, what you was on yes and a better cost of living no, a better mre, knitted to a down high, a down high no, on your wood man for my.
Quick one. Al-Wahab Farouk Edinkomo. Na ono dinkomo na ose Ghana ni bia kope audio na ase video ni na otie mu nsem. Ohene Kwame frimpong case wa bie mom adi information bia tudwa ensa no den. Abso nya butanya konya we dem pese oje konya na yeti nkomo a wadi.
Menom je nim till today the real facts of the case either than say at say a romance scam. Romance scam American criminal code bia o man.
But wonu amu so yenya ne voice a o ka se kwadu a o de abon money laundering.
Thank you, but the case comes in different distance. Yes, there's a difference between romance scam and a money laundering.
Okay.
The money laundering, then the money is laundered from Ghana out or laundered from outside to Ghana, and countries then they involved with that money laundering. The Ghana had no launder and as a laundering took place, and then Ghanaian could also have arrested him. But that is just by the way. The reality is Nipano Ifi Kotuka International Airport. And there's a way to look at it from the angle, say, or yet to say me no me, or yet a certain member of parliament of a republic, a country called Ghana. That country called Ghana is a sovereign nation with sovereignty rights like any other country enjoys. And when I'm a member of parliament or what? What does it mean? It means that he has an address. An address here, first address popularly you can say it's a Parliament of Republic of Ghana. Second, our address, that is the place of abode, country of abode, any Ghana. Third, where is he domiciled? Is domiciled in the Republic of Ghana, a city called Accra, and then also our constitution, the constituency address. So there is a person who could be noticed, who could be known, who could be arrested, who has an address to be reached, if not anything at all, or called Parliament. Me can said the Ghana then say we are member of Parliament or call Juma Wontumi will appear Juma Wontumi. No, I'm a refer. But I'm saying, say, if the indictment, if said the FBI bench warrant, when we say a bench warrant, what kind of a bench warrant? The bench warrant that is issued, and now you say, and I see the example, was issued by an agency, not a country. America is the country, but then agency is the FBI. Now the bench warrant now, or the channel, is it issued or was it issued by International Criminal Court of Justice, the ICJ? Answer is no. Bench warrant now, or the channel, and the ICC, the International Criminal Court, I say. Your friend said, Oma Kunkum Nipania that and Nubiana answer is no. And what does it mean? It means that we American agency be your friend FBI. The name of the view said FBI national. FBI certainly have what is called MOU.
Memorandum of Understanding.
Yes. You know many pact. If there is a pact, an agreement yesterday there. Attorney General a bit my show requirement would you be to find out. But we have an MOU with the Americans, which is not in doubt. Say, Omurezi or they invoke on particular instances say, Yashisha me, Yashisha Nipawi, a request our Attorney General. In most cases, you say FBI for by a before being patrol. What I do know in mostly cases, you know, a book called Ghana court. Our cases need be a mean to refer about to test now. Agents never you only FBI for. Only American security agents are mandated that only FBI for a year, Juma. I'm sorry to say that Sebi FBI for me young Kwasia for. Sebi American for me young Kwasia for say. Or no better FBI, no adna baby, romance kamachi, Ukruma, no adna, but no base posing to danger. Nessa will be questioned, the no question there behind the boss. So declassify American information. They don't do it like that.
They don't do it like that.
No, in your cases in an home, you say, no. Those who come no for court cases in the Ghana court. Agents no mobile boys and go Macono. Yamusa as a judges in Busoma. Lawyers no study do name. And once so mobile in the name of a mandated agent of the FBI. But you want. They don't do it like that. Also blue jacket, blue and white jacket in a map. In the badge to international airport. No one yet. They don't do that. They don't do that. And she said, young fan said, Yamanu warrant and a bench warrant and your issue here. Yemusa said, and he whom issue the 2 years. Only issue bench warrant in your penna. Medicaka and Kibitiman or Ghana. And Kibitiman or Kutuka. Yebitiman baby. Now, my biggest problem is that the KLM. Our 4 years. Why a transit passenger en route London.
Baba, ansan ye be call transit no. Mami Musa say enye FBI for the year ya. Why num na ye sadi?
At this point, me knew him. FBI, I'm just saying in reference, say, they knew me on the to say FBI for any raise that kind of bench warrant. You know. I'm not saying FBI for na make us say. In most cases, woman backroom hano, see a bet you be another donano, and yet be a for Nankasa no moba, but woman mandated agents who know me.
Oh, okay.
So from point the end, different way, an occasion, incident, see a third party country, which is the third party in the nation. Ghana is in first party. The second party in America. Third party now, we're transiting or Amsterdam. I want to see the Kabisa first of all, why a certain member of Ghanaian Parliament. It does not mean he intimidation. He is allowed to be arrested, he could be arrested. But the only Holland as a country, you know any extradition pact apart from the 2 international ones which are the 2 ones, the 2 no. One if he is held as the excuse me to say drugs, and as I actually said, why you indicted already was our drug issue. Let me fun. And there was one murder case be a hang on his neck, I actually around the world. These are true. In absence of the truth, now a third party country now raising in the case of America, and America no agent, and then your ICC, and then your ICJ. Name of agents being a other to Amsterdam Skipo. Amsterdam Skipo, you soon because say. 1, the Central European Police and Central Immigration of Europe, European Union, the Commission of the Central, Amsterdam, and the 2 Skipo. Name them say, or the 2 Skipo, no. So they show Schengen, almost status, so said this person is wanted that. And Kawantimen Bordeaux KLM. Ghanaians and some of the lawyers talking, they must get to know how the whole thing works. Say that in Daikeno, and over bench warrant. And the bench warrant is to arrest him. And when they have to Central European data. So I wanted that KLM wouldn't have bothered him. Why? Because say the new million 2 points. KLM, Air Brussels, Air France, even that their American friends, the Delta and United, even Emirates, most of the airlines in England, they have profiling. You go through the profiling, boys, you cook a laptop. Go and ask the profilers. Say, Obia were blocked on European Union, say, Omofan or her. It will show. Or yeah, not just so profiling no. Flight ban or they call KLM. KLM feed this at the Tanina. Because your block or no, when you have that arrest warrant and a bench warrant, no. Amsterdam will not hold as a conduit. Say, I'm for arrest in Mayan Chrome. Na BBC into off board on their aircraft.
On
board because I have flight risk. Or you already flight risk. And the KLM should answer to Ghanaians. And that is why I was drawing the parliament's attention. If you don't know, you ask. If you don't know, you don't make noise. Because people are talking, I've been reading politics, my parliament, election, those kinds are very funny tales. We don't need to know that. We are protecting the image of Ghanaian celebrities, one. But then, most especially, our parliamentarians. We have an MP, we have a speaker who travels day in and day out. I'm not going to the diplomatic passport of it, any different session. But as it stands, KLM the boardroom. KLM is flying overhead Ghana, first in the air, more than 40 to 50 years, and no more Dakar. You know more near extradition. You know more international extradition of drugs and then also your friends murder-related cases. Now, sir, or what problem? And one for British Airways, which I believe, sir, or resident permit to land in Bia for flight and our cost, and what for Amsterdam KLM. How did KLM board him? Abra profiled. He went through profiling, and to go through the profiling, certainly blocks. KLM will tell you that you cannot. They refer you to go to the embassy. That's what they normally will do. They will tell you go to the embassy. Ubusan or Suwinim, or Suwinim. Oko embassy. They will tell you, sir, there is a stoppage or stop list. And in case of member of parliament, they would have honorably tell him, sir, look, you've been blocked. What does it mean? Mean, sir, Ediafonim, Ghana. Omoba Attorney General Department, Munkobusa, the Attorney General Minister. Every day in and out, they bring in a request. With that request, we call it, they invoke, because any part of the normal traditional agreement, i.e., extradition in terms of prisoners, extradition in terms of drugs, extradition of murder cases.
Farouk, you share the way say, meaning, sir, Obia who to Kwanya won't profile. Ebu or crown, one to me, ye, and my woman, okay, a woman, the and so crown, son, one day, you can, you are free to check in. Now, when be a FBI for now, I contacted Nipabi, so I'm on your side, ye said, yet in the won't come here. Ye, Mr. Say, on the Netherlands soil, no, one moment who can say Saudi NDC.
I mean, sure, sir. KLM will not kowtow and bow down to a request from one agency of the world. Because let us not forget, sir, the efficient police in the world is the Holland and the Amsterdam police. Efficient in the whole worldwide. Intelligence, they are one among next to the Israelis or next to the Germans. They are very efficient. And looking at Schiphol Airport, use as a deportation center for even Central European Union. Obia or deporting in Kophobia, a man before Schiphol. I want a data no. And I'm saying, sir, I find it very difficult. Said the FBI will be able to go to a company and make a national company like KLM and tell them, say, you are watching Mr. OK frimpong. First of all, a bit by now, OK frimpong catch the FBI for so to coin. And she said, you can say, no, it's a flight and so. A bit by no who said over two coin, and for that matter. And I say, are they telling us, or Ghanaians, or you make comments, say, we'll try and take it, and a prompt here, Emma Amsterdam, and Amsterdam for so a link here. Because look at the timing of what we have been told. Said the bench warrant that people are saying they've cited, when the bench warrant was issued. Therefore, if bench warrant was issued 26, the man was 26 April, was in Ghana. And the same bench warrant, they could have forwarded or they could have come to Ghana as they normally do. Now, Maba, Attorney General, nothing stopped them because Oma show the credibility and Oma show the capacity. Say, Timba Ghana, Ebe at the bench warrant, Ebe invoke a request of extradition to the and call for court. That wouldn't be in any extraordinary cases. Now let's talk about the third party. Third party in Holland. You know more extradition, you know money. Into almost stop on our aircraft in Anono. The first thing they would have done is Schiphol area. First sitting of the court, meaning that or first sitting of the court, 9 a.m., they have to present him. What do they have to do? The person's here trained with diplomatic passport. Is that passport granted with immunity? Answer is no. And also, service passport, I do not know. So, diplomatic passport, because most people make mistake between diplomatic passport and a service passport. Minim Ghana Parliament now, they used to use service passport. Minim says no, say I'm a diplomatic passport. Let's say the diplomatic passport in the Crown and the Republic of Ghana diplomatic passport. I'm now block on no, whether with immunity or not. The first point of call is the Ghana mission, and they have emergency numbers. I believe say Omaye. In the Somo the first thing the Ghana mission has to do, say, on your ordinary Ghanaian will come or Kokoni baby. They come there on one assembly. But they have to inform because he belongs to an association, a group, a union, a statutory company called Parliament of Ghana. which is supreme, more than any agency in the world. No agency, country can be bigger than Ghana Parliament. Either British intelligence, FBI, Mossad, no agency in the world, called security agents, intelligence agency, were bigger than Ghana Parliament. So that Ghana Parliament has to be informed. Into informal, you inform Ghana Parliament. What is the crime? Yes, we made that case. Ghana Parliament said. So make sure, sir, me found who the running the money in it, but it raises a constitutional issue. What is the constitutional issue? Constitutional issue says a whole country of 40 million, and you have to abandon your constituency near where your parliamentarians. Say you didn't question baby. Near what the could didn't question. And Mrakwan fast didn't question ya. It's creating a constitutional difficulties and challenges because country is because have we looked at that? Answer is no. We haven't checked on that. Do you think we are prepared to vote money, use money to go to Agogo? That is not the issue that we are dealing with here.
Farouk, nature said the mystery is yet to be unraveled.
Thank you. If the mystery is yet to be unraveled, I'm saying, sir, the first thing the parliament did not do, which I'm asking or requesting or advising, said, it matters like this in the future. The country now will hold on Amsterdam. The patcher one mission head of mission waha, HOM waha, HOC one waha. The first thing parliament supposed to have done, and your commentary now, is to invite the mission head of the embassy through the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and then luckily for us, the Minister of Foreign Affairs is a sitting member of Parliament. So the Parliament, whether some or research or no research, they should have convened emergency session. No woman in a certain committee. No one Fre Okujeto is the Honorable Minister. Near Musa Foreign Affairs, what do you have to? And your friend, Oma Fra Holland Embassy, Oma Fra HOM, that's the HOM, head of mission, near Busan and say, Papa, you need this SYZ. Now say na akoso. Into your penisa, the bench warrant, Ghana does not stop the arrest of the bench warrant, regardless. Mepacho, Monfanem Rayen, on boy of sitting member of parliament, it created constitutional difficulties and challenges. More than a bar, American for Bahadabia, Umra Majinunko, and Omefa. That is the simplest thing in most cases. So, what call the profile of America and young politicians, American, home celebrities that are the Snoopy Dog, Pasha Woman. They were held up in other countries.
Farouk, next said the Ayaki Ghana for no Didi and no Omunim these and near Mahood such protocols in the idea. Now, Sam, a dear Necosu.
What's your commentary, Nibia? You see, a very ashamed. Say a be at a certain level, be because you are conscientizing your mind, say a certain gap will be ye MPB into your baby. All they say, re-election or by-election or referendum or whatever. I just don't even want to think. I don't know any partner do that, but it's not like that. Listen, international diplomacy, it follows a certain standard of norms and practices. You don't just get up and do things. Yani Holland, into Holland to me, so you need to I am more than a drug in the crown. A request by an agency, FBI. And yes, Kwame, a China, your Speaker of Parliament to Quine. Your ministers to Quine. Now you bedroom honor, the Speaker of Parliament could do Dubai, and also could do Qatar. Now Qatar for holding say, Obi say, the Speaker of Parliament no issue our Nicaragua, into Nicaragua armed for police. Is it possible? Now you should Kwame. The United States that we all respect. Yes, we are good partners. We get it clear. American governor and a bad crew we see. And only Nigeria for a issue. Not Ghana for MIS, Migration Intelligence Service. And home system says our governor we Nigeria for Penu. Let me tell you and I and tell the listeners say Ghana bet my American governor and Nigeria for
who born dog?
Who born dog? It will not arise in the first place. It will not first place arise. May say, but I mean the issue where they supposed to migration Ghana for NCR. This parliament. First point of Komoko for KLM, they should be able to tell you why they boarded a passenger, that they profiled him, and they could not see that he has a bench warrant, and for that matter, they brought him from. And as a KLM for a Konaivu said, he's been blocked or stopless or bench warrant, say that they're not in Amsterdam. 2, Yamusa Dutch mission, say, is it possible? Say, Omu Betima will be up air flight, home flight, Abedu Amsterdam. no do ho ni a chen say de ma an agency amna nye Den Haag and a hwehwe no international criminal
says majority leader in parliament honorable Mahama Yarga wano so no oyen transit e somewhere into ono te ye na wano so agi bum ekọ ho ene no ekodi enkomodify ho apelo ya kra so e de amano enu achi na majority chief honorable Afenyo Markin be kan say oh wamuguso ye niema na even the red alert was raised somewhere in April nkomo sa wotin sa wo so as an expert to say
again red alert. I don't think it is red alert. Red alert is issued by Interpol. It's not been stopped by Interpol. Red alert is only Interpol. They are talking about bench warrant. Bench warrant, is issued by the FBI from American District Court. People should get this in clear. There's a distinction between red alert and we been now OSP. Now all can be me come and say, excuse me, to the union, no name the Oka. OSP should buy Ufuriata issues, Yaman red alert. No, because we can red alert. I say a call. Then can no red alert and can Cote d'Ivoire. Only the central of Interpol for West Africa. And in Kumba Kwataki. And Kagana Interpol bit my Chakubon say, Ras, the nothing attached to his name. So I blocked to one has Interpol and a red alert. Let's get the clarity. And a red alert. It is rather they said it's a bench warrant. If it is a bench warrant, it is only issued by U.S. District Court. In the U.S. District Court, Yebusa Amsterdam said, Omen America FBI. Any woman in exercise and woman the third party arrest of a sitting member of parliament on a romance count or a money laundering. A bit and look how fact in Juana. There's an issue of a reference case scenario. United States of America FBI. At the same bench bench arrest. At the court Switzerland. Obeka the case of Seblata. Okay.
Mekai Seblata, yeah, sure.
Let the public listen. What did he do? Let's say the Oceania, the Caribbean representative of the FIFA, and was American citizen, and was Caribbean, no representative FIFA, or the Americans. And now woman says, Sikabia Bepan account. That time now American folk could say 2018, Russia World Cup and Nankum Kuhusun Womania. And tonight ni Baba say, are you for FIFA for Najiska? And you know what to tell woman. FBI took that issue now. When they went to Switzerland, so Mukwachi said blatter because no match the Caribbean rep. What did the Switzerland tell them? First of all, we sent a working permit at the Bahas for the arrest in a way. Show me who international court justice. Oma let now they back in a way. 3. Interpol our him for 4. A comeback one half so by any more visa free. That's okay. But one show say who was the working permit as an FBI agent what declares about the arrest for her. A comeback and for free Switzerland. So the Swiss authority even held them. And that was the end of the blatter. What is here in America for me channel? Only said, what they never told Ukrom alert into the blatter at your way. So many free swap or do the first point. Then let's give you an international dynamics of the issue. Said, Omia presidents of other countries. Gaddafi was one. Omar Bashir and a lot of them are America for. Edomato international arrest. Omar Ankasa Arezi bar of bench warrant. They are international arrest. Or call United Nations General Assembly. Tell me why I don't do how much show. Fidel Castro of America how many times? And so no, I am wanted in America. What does it mean? What it means internationally? So all 4 flights and all call UN. American has signed agreement with the world. So obey UN. The destination. I found in New York. I found from JFK Airport or LaGuardia Airport. They be on the flight basin. Or you saw Highland Tunnel straight away to the Avenue of America. Send the car team by mistake and shift to 50th Street to Crowder. America put me channel. Opa UN chamber must appear ever for the Kuala America function.
And I know Obi Esimi Musa say Yawahana Donald Trump, let me watch Venezuelan president, Efri Krum, Dinaban Krum. It will no one flat to international
Donald
protocol.
Trump arrest of Venezuela. Go to the case. It was the District Court of Brooklyn. And when indicting said, your friend said, president of Nicaragua, and almost say, Yaboni Jean say, that related charges now, almost they actually almost away. I or not an air day, who on an air day, or boy woman the buyer. Okay. And Chanoy American District Court, and don't forget, sir, they belong to the Americans. Nicaragua is part of the Americans. It is one more BB to say Coas, and that's one more BB to say Bia, Sadak, and in Yamaniama. America for 9 use soon the force, other Honduras one question. Or Honduras. Honduras, Ninia, and the Honduras president.
But they made us believe, say, a Venezuelan president, Trump, not Chino. Because say begging now Trump on the face banomia there who say be a court to be a it didn't be any penny busasano.
How many presidents of the world, including European Union, including African Union, including United Nations, and the Casa said it is against international law. The Americans who are here on any district court into one of the force in the choir and idea. It's against international law. I will be a UN condemned it, it's against international law. UN Wetima Kwajini Dinako. Special case, Wakwajino. Wakwajino, but me say, there is an alert, there's a bench warrant, FBI for no reason. And what they are coming Amsterdam, many problem. Only Amsterdam or arrangement, that is okay. Medical says Ghana Parliament is bigger than the FBI in terms of what? Statutory. Because you're a country, a really agency within a country, and you're Ghana CID. Now, on no Kwajini bench warrant, not for their Marco KLM or their to Amsterdam airport. I'm asking, say European Union data, and that, and you couldn't have boarded the aircraft. For embassy, be able to say, Obia and a visa crown, Yachum, Elcroma visa and your valid crown, your penetrum, Yano, the Tuswa, Oko Profiler, and Fapami. It's as simple as that. Okay, frimpong is not a Dutch citizen. So, a British passport, Krana, and then the didn't date of birth causes they would have blocked him from Accra. They would have stopped him from flying. And for me, whether the bench warranting was issued, say, on the 26th of April or whatever date, I don't have a problem. I'm not disputing that the Americans cannot do this. But I'm disputing the fact that Holland embassy should be best advised, they should be advised that in the future, if the people are flying with their aircraft, because let me tell you, say, Buhari and Nigerians, any other African country, do you know that didn't come KLM Belande? They would have demanded, because we didn't know, they would have asked KLM, how many times do they fly? 7 times a week, full passengers in, full passengers out. And you can't be flying overhead, making your money. And then if there's something, will you connive? And then it's the international disgrace. And then I'm a concern of the country. I had them free, I had also free. And whoever doesn't know, you don't know. Then Pacho, the emotional introduction, emotional assessment, a young man said, parliament. Your parliamentarians should be protected. That is my biggest concern because, Papa, so we'll go through every time, every when. Obi Kabaka said, parliamentarian be Edenica, our Belgium, where we are in a bank, where two way say, or no, the bench war back or two, or we are where we are banking, I will be so Denica. It will open the floodgate. And to say a romance come, say international money laundering, no, it is a crime, no problem. But then, Kwame, for the public to know, the whole worldwide. And I'm saying this, and I'll speak it in English, that Holland is the first country in the world that protects her citizens more than any other country, not the Americans. The next country is Switzerland. Why? Because women introduces 3 to 1. Which is Dutch in Baku, Kwame. Women German for a problem. So, Dutch did into Germany. No about Beijing German prisoner 3. No, they're not brown. Safanuman. No one didn't about the sentences. So, not German for, border no my exchanges. Ordinary man, ordinary man, no matter man, 3,500 euros. Oh, coffee. Ask everybody. Ghana 40.
Because my first keeper more than 100 times. Now there be some me could be a Denmark or me ko Finland or Philippines or me ko even Switzerland near there. Your border control me or what? Me do other country now me ko swan wankasa. Me obi en come here no answer me kwa.
Because I pay a coming chawano. I bet 2 fanfare with Skipo. Skipo be do okwa the baby. Now what they do, the pre-entry, the pre-immigration assessment. It's so absurd.
Oh, and yet.
From a tuno, no, I'm getting from a tuna and Kofoja Italia for a man Italia Biguya. What did they do? Who do what? They meet you on the aircraft. They are silent yet, the Nippon, the global dignity. member, your friends say, embassy staff, foreign affairs mission staff. Near some or be a diplomatic passport, or US foreign affairs, foreign service operative, or could be on the post. Once for my stop on no Busan question. Who does that? How do you do that in a country around our young seeker? You can't do that. It is getting too much. The parliamentarians since one better now. No be play politics. Next woman can. A die will be better, a better woman. They will continue doing. But I'm saying, sir, the Hollands, your friend, best young country, said, almost national, sir, Omakoya pedophilic acts, pedophiles. Our Bangkok, Thailand, Philippines, Manila, Yakioma, Omopa Amsterdam, you own prisoners. If you any part time, no, the Nakwaji Holland in Bako. Who doesn't know this in this world? And now,
Mira, my fancy, Anna. Say, one my a more insight is saying, yeah, say, the Bessibiano, so a friend one now, Daruma, or Waji and so now a tear for Susan, we are singing it to you. Nyansan in him, dear.
I mean, I'm income.
On count so you are Al Wahab Farouk, a international relation expert at the night train common okay 101.7 Sweeney. Now,
skip one off for 100 times.
Oh,
I know minimum.
Nana, who's a skip or no? The padosso.
I was so.
I was so.